What's up? What's up? Woo! Happy New Year's, right? Or New Year's Eve, whatever they want to call it. Now, there's so much going on out here. I mean, so much going on. Here's the news, right? Here's the news. There is so much distraction and BS going on in the world and nonsense in the world. And you got people, basically, this guy right here, DJ Akademiks, who's been going around lying. Okay. Now he talks about police records and all this stuff. Cops was called, people running in his house. He tells this elaborate story that I can't even believe Willie D picked up to even respond to. I went and checked out to verify if a lot of this stuff he was saying was true, which I knew going in that this was bullshit. And I've talked to the police department. I've talked to Edison. I've talked to all of these people and have no recollection of this incident ever taking place. So I guess this is another one of those academic dupe jobs or plays that they try to run to get your attention. Sort of like the Whack 100 and Bootsy play that they're running to try to go back and forth on to get people who care to respond to this garbage. Whack 100's been doing that for the last 3 years, trying to start plays with people. And this is where he ends up. This is why I never covered anything about Whack 100 and Bootsy. In case you guys didn't know, it's not that I didn't see it. It's just that it's stupid. And I see them play a mile away. Now, Akademiks begins to tell this story, an elaborate lie. Okay, a very elaborate lie. That makes him sound like the dumbest individual in the world and makes us sound even dumber for listening to it. He tells this whole story about people trying to break in his crib. So he uses this to try to promote his company that he's calling the Academy or whatever. I don't know what the hell that is. Don't care. So anyway, he's elaborating that this girl that he was dating, she comes over. They both can't control their liquor. He drinks all the time from 8 in the morning to whatever. That I believe. The friend, whatever, drinks from this point. She don't know how to stop. He could drink all day long and don't really get phased. She can drink, but she can't stop. She keeps drinking and drinking and drinking. So his thing is that she comes in, sleeps with some guys. He's got some friends over. He go to sleep. She comes over and sleeps with his friends, and he got it all on tape. And he's confronting her, and then he had 500,000 in the house. She knew where it was. She goes and gets the money and leave. This whole story sounds like an idiot, a complete moron. I feel dumb even letting the words come out of my mouth that this guy right here allowed something like this to happen. Don't worry, the Patreon version will put all of this to bed. Patreon version will be very much more detailed to how my actions truly, my emotions truly feel about this. So you're finna get a show, because the photo you're looking at right there, right? How he went from this little innocent kid to this maniacal, narcissistic, just waiting to self-destruct individual with a microphone is unbelievable. And this is going to be, it's going to be quite unique, because it's going to hurt this time. Now, right, I did a good job of not mentioning this guy because he's irrelevant to me in the state of hip hop. He's totally irrelevant. They're putting a lot of irrelevant people in position in hip hop. Akademiks is not just irrelevant. He's someone that that is shoehorned into the game because somebody in the entertainment business, Joe Budden, vouched for him. So because Joe vouched for him, it opened up the avenue. It opened up a lane to let this guy come in and bastardize hip hop. And at this point, hip hop is destroyed anyway. So everything is walking around here is just asinine. Like, we're still listening to the 90s right now. We're listening to that. We're like, let's get to the 90s. Let's get this rolling, because everything else is really uncivilized. At this point, it's completely uncivilized. Now you're saying, well, what is this guy Akademiks really bringing to the table? What is his real actions? What does he really know? What does he really know? He knows syrupy syrup rappers, right? And that's what the game is full of. But these people do not matter in real life. In real life, they don't move the bar. You done forgot about the hottest. You can't name 10 rappers right now from last year. You can't. You say, well, what was the hottest song of the year? Who knows? It's like all of these songs sound the same. The name of the song sound the same. There's about 600 of them. I don't know who's who. And you have no one there that's trying to highlight the artist in the game. J. Cole, Drake, these are artists in the game. They're just not rappers, they're artists. People that really know how to make music and make a album. All right, guys are getting out of the rap game because they're putting together a ton of projects, but it ain't selling, because they rather hear a guy just, that's all they want to listen to. So if you hear that, then what the hell are you rapping for? Why are you spending your hard-earned money rapping and putting all this work in, and then they just gonna give it all to the syrupy guy? Going, dabby, 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 and everybody, because they all slopped and slapped or whatever. So I see the problem. So to go along with this story Akademiks is telling, some dudes rushed in, robbed them. The girl took $500,000, right? And he called, and he's like, look, I gave it to the police. They got it. They say they're going to press charges because that's a federal crime. So I called Shorty, and I said, yo, I want you on the plane tomorrow, because she confessed to the cops. Like, she only took it because she was mad at him and all that. And I'm like, look, I can send you to jail right now. If you deposited any of that money, you go to jail. That's what the cop said. She deposited any of it, she go to jail. So I said, look, you bring me my $500,000 right back now. So she got on a plane. She flies all the way out and give me my $500,000. You know, I was stupid. I took her back. As I told you, I researched this. Police don't have any record of any of this taking place. And not only that, if you take $500,000 on a plane, cash, as you say, and she brought it to you on a plane, she would have to be on a private plane, because she would have to declare that $500,000. Whether she put it in her suitcase or what she do, take the money to her body, she has to declare anything over 10,000. You know that. Come on, Ad. You have to declare it. So if the money wasn't declared, she just got on a plane and brought $500,000 in cash on a plane that wasn't private back to you. Do you even think about these stories when you tell them? Do you even think? Jesus Christ, man. I'm So you call the cops, tell them 500,000 is stolen. They have the grounds to arrest her. Because if they take an iPhone, they have the grounds to arrest you. Anything over $500 to $400 or whatever in value is considered a federal crime. That's theft. That's grand larceny. Anything over $400. So 500,000. It don't have to be the amount for it to be a federal crime. It's grand larceny. Academics. It's called grand larceny. And she could have been taken in for grand larceny immediately because you filed a report. So they would have to take her in. What you think? You just call the police and you threaten people? You'll have to file a claim. It would be on file. The police would have to document why the hell they came to your house. They would have to document the fact that they have to go and get these people. They would say you have to file a claim. Either you are filing a claim or not. Don't waste their time. So if you're going to say she stole this money and they get her to say, okay, she stole the money, but if she brings it back, she don't want to go to jail. That doesn't work that way. If you take $500,000, unless you decide, I don't want to press charges, but you first have to fill out a claim. The police have to make a report as to why they were even called out there. You understand this, right? $500,000 is not something minor. That is a serious claim. And why? For attention or any type of garbage that you're doing, that you would take the time to go out and visit and sit with and be friends with somebody who we don't deem as important or anybody. Like, why would you sit down and with these people who are what you would call very low tier if you're making this kind of money? If I'm making $5 million, just not to say he is, but if I'm making 500, like $5 million, and I got 500,000 in the crib, if I'm like that, dude, come on. If I got $500,000 in my home, I'm not having, okay? I'm not going to have a bunch of low tier people in my home where I rest. If I got people in my home where I rest, these people are called my family. Okay? I don't let associates hang in my house. You see what I'm saying? I don't let unsavory characters hang in my house. That ain't my style. It's not how I roll. So no, it's not how I roll. So I'm shocked that you would be very foolish enough to even, why would you even engage to say that to people and tell them, oh, I got $500,000 in cash laying around my house? I don't have no cash in my house. None. I got safety deposit boxes in banks. My money's in the bank for a reason. I don't want nobody tearing up my house looking for something that ain't here. But why would you tell people anyway, millions of people online, I got $500,000 in my house? That is the dumbest thing you could ever say to any human being. But it's academics. It could be all a lie, but you're going to get yourself taken out over a lie. Some real people are going to show up. And when some real people start showing up, saying, hey, heard about the money. Run that. Then where you going to be, big boy? You see? I'm surprised you've lived this long. I really am. After all you've done, I'm very surprised that you're still alive. You playing a very foolish game, and you've been playing it for a long time and thinking that all these things you've been doing is going to go under the rug. Nobody just cares enough about you to want to ruin their lives dealing with you. But you're problematic because you teach young people how to be foolish. You promote negativity to the highest degree. No form of humility, no form of responsibility. And let's say your story is true. How does that make you look? Hmm? How does that make you look? Like a fool, right? You look like a big old stuffed mouth fool. Theodore Chipmunk. You look like the biggest fool in the industry. And that ain't very hard to do. I'm just saying, that's what you look like. So on that note, think we'll end it here. If you want to hear this fat boy line, you can go to his whatever page that is. He's got so many fake pages, but he looked troubled. He looks extremely troubled, and he looks like a bum. He's drinking himself to death. His weight is out of control. Living reckless. He's in there with a dirty shirt. He done stained up. And he got stains everywhere on his shirt. It just looks pathetic. It looks really pathetic. Oh, you guys can't see that. I'm sorry. Let me make that happen for you. I thought this whole time y'all could see what I was saying. There you go. See old stain shirt guy. Look at him. Call him Stainer. Got slob marks all over his shirt. Like he been eating. You eating on the side. Blah, 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 blah. Look at him. It just looks ridiculous. Heavy drinking. Look at it. All the weight going to his face. His cheeks is getting so big, you won't be able to see. His cheeks gonna be. he ain't gonna be able to see nothing but cheeks. Look at him. Does that dude look happy to you? Does that look like a happy man? That don't look like a happy man. That look like somebody that's on the edge. Because he's got to keep running and moving in and out of holes like a mouse. Lifestyle is that he's living is reckless. He want to be one of the goony rappers so bad, and he gonna hang around the real goons who gonna use this dude until he's done. Rob him for everything he got, for real, and leave him. He gonna do something stupid. He gonna get himself caught in a real Me Too situation. Then he gonna get caught in a real shakedown. Then he gonna see what happens when that happens for real. So I have no sympathy for that man. I just pray that his mother and everybody around him can reach him to get him some help, because that dude needs some serious therapy and some serious help. But anyway, I'm out. Y'all be easy. Deuces. Be safe out here tonight, because it's crazy out there. Okay? Love, peace, and hair grease to everybody that's doing it the real way.